I got a call from a buyer a couple days ago, and basically she started out by saying that they're on a month-to-month basis on their rent right now, and that they do have some money for a down payment so that they could pay some of their down payment and closing costs, but that she just thought their credit scores were awful. And I asked her what her credit scores was, and she says, I'm not really sure. They may even be under 500. They may be closer to 530 or so. But I could tell she wasn't really sure about what her credit scores were. And so I asked her about her payment history on the accounts, and she said, well, we pay our bills on time, and I don't think we've got any 30-day late payments or anything like that. And FHA does make loans under 580 credit score, so long as the credit history on the accounts is pretty good. Sometimes there's things that make the scores low that really don't have anything to do with your credit history, or at least the recent credit history. So anyway, I told her that if she wanted this to try, we'd certainly do it and get the information, get her to the right lender, because there's very few lenders that will work this particular program. But anyway, I got her in touch with our lender. About an hour and a half later, he texted me and he said that he was going to be able to get them approved. He thought he was just going to have to get their W-2s so they can see that their income is verified. And he said he was going to be getting that information the next day, and he'd let me know. So the next day, he gave me another text, and he says, hey, these people are going to be good to go, and they want to buy a house. So anyway, I visited with her, sent her some listings. They picked out something they wanted to go look at, and come to find out, they are approved, and they're going to be getting into a home. So it just goes to show you that sometimes when you've got good pay history, even though the scores may be a little low, got good job stability, the income to support the payments, and some money for your down payment and closing, it might be that we can get you in a house even with a score as low as 580. I think in this case their scores ended up being like 581, so they were just barely above that. But anyway, if you'd like to know what you're eligible for, even though we're not sure, we can run it. If we run it and find out your scores are a little bit lower than we can do, normally what we'll do is we'll give you some good advice on what you can do to get your scores up. And even if the scores are low today, it could very well be that within 4, 5, 6 months we can get you into a home. So if you're interested in buying a home, you have some of your own money to work with, you don't need down payment assistance at this time, we'd be glad to see what we can do for you and help you get into a home. Just give us a shout. You can always reach me at 405-210-5319. We love helping first-time buyers and renters get into a home of their own. So if you're fit into that category and want some help, see what you might be eligible for, give me a shout. We'll get you to the right lender that might be able to help you. And we're always here to help first-time buyers and renters. Anyway, thanks for listening to this video today. You can always reach me, as I said, at 405-210-5319. My name again is Kyle No. I'm with First United Realty, and I work here in the OKC metro area. Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks a lot, and have a great day out there. Bye-bye.